Now at 5, an Indianapolis mother and her boyfriend are in jail after a 4-year-old is found unresponsive in the basement. I'm Ashton Hackman. I'll explain the heartbreaking details of neglect coming up.
Skies are starting to clear across central Indiana. That will mean some sunshine. I'll have your weekend forecast.
Purdue fans are still pumped up after last night's game winner from the Boilermakers. Why they are excited that they will remain here in San Jose for a couple more days. Hear from those fans coming up in sports.
Tonight at 4, Felicia's off, Dustin's in. An Indianapolis man now facing at least a 45-year sentence after a jury found him guilty of a mass shooting in Broadripple.
Rich Nye talked with the prosecutor this afternoon about the impact this case had on that community, specifically on Broadripple nightlife.
Shots were fired inside the busy Landsharks bar on Broadripple Avenue around 1:30 a.m. on March 16, 2024. Security guards were allegedly checking customers for weapons at the entrance, but surveillance cameras inside captured Nicholas Folk reaching into a woman's shirt, removing a gun, and putting it in his pocket. After an argument started between two women, Folk fired shots as people ducked for cover in the crowded bar.
It is simple disputes where people get angry with one another, and it results in gun violence. And you have an individual who is firing a weapon where there is a ton of people who are in incredibly close proximity.
6 people were hit by bullets. 36-year-old Tim Brown Jr. died from his injuries. He worked at Landsharks. This week, a jury convicted Folk of murder, aggravated battery, and 4 counts of battery with a deadly weapon. That mass shooting in March of 2024 rocked people's perception of safety in Broadripple and led to a changed landscape. What used to be Landsharks across the street is long gone. Landsharks closed after the shooting and never reopened. The 808 at Indy CD and Vinyl has replaced the bar. Broadripple is rebuilding its reputation.
It's not going to be a 2 or 3 in the morning type of place, maybe anymore, or you're not going to have as many establishments who cater to individuals who are looking for that experience. And I think certainly that will certainly cut down on certain types of incidents, which I think ultimately is a good thing for the community.
Folk is scheduled to be sentenced May 11th. In Indianapolis, Rich Knight, 13 News.
Folk is facing at least a 45-year sentence for that murder, but the prosecutor says his office is going to ask for much more than that, given the reckless nature of the shooting that occurred in a crowded and public place.
Also tonight, a heartbreaking case of child neglect that ended tragically.
Police say an Indianapolis mom and her boyfriend kept a 4-year-old boy regularly locked in a basement closet. Ashton Hackman explains how police made an arrest.
The investigation started Monday when police were called to this yellow home you see behind me here on Monticello Drive. Officers arrived and found 4-year-old Malachi Lovely unresponsive in the basement. He was pronounced dead at Riley Hospital a short time later.
Police returned to the home Wednesday with a search warrant. They described the home as unkept and dirty. Unwashed dishes, piles of dirty clothing, and dirt-covered floors. Malachi's mother told police her son had serious medical needs and needed seizure medication. The woman's 3 other kids said Malachi spent much of his time locked in a basement closet. Police say one of the children found him in that closet with blood on his mouth and eyes rolled back. He was just 22 pounds at the time of his death.
To know that these 2 individuals have stripped this child's life away from this earth is so profound, because no child should have to go through this.
Both suspects are being held on a 72-hour hold in the Marion County Jail. They are scheduled to have initial hearings Monday morning. In Indianapolis, Ashton Hackman, 13 News.
We went through the court documents and they do reveal that DCS took custody of Malachi from his mother in April of 2024 due to medical neglect. She was granted full custody of the boy again in 2025.
A 25-year-old man is now behind bars for robbing a Carmel CVS. Today we learned Mikkel Hamilton of Indianapolis was convicted in federal court. These are surveillance images from the robbery on Rangeline Road back in June of 23. Hamilton was convicted of 3 different federal crimes.
The visitor restrictions at Community Health Network hospitals are ending this coming Monday, March 30th. The hospital system put these restrictions in place to better protect their patients during the active flu season. But now we're told the respiratory illnesses are declining, and so now they are lifting those restrictions. Keep in mind, however, there is one exception. Restrictions will remain in place for all community NICUs until further notice.
And tonight, 300 Indiana National Guard troops are back home after serving in D.C. They were there for 4 months as part of a specialized deployment to help with crime in the nation's capital. These are pictures of the soldiers returning back home to Indiana. Governor Braun's office sent us the pictures. The governor's office says the Guardsmen played crucial roles in significant reduction of crime rates in D.C. Indiana's Adjutant General sent a statement saying, in part, these Hoosier Guardsmen integrated seamlessly with civil authorities, applying specialized training, not just to reduce crime, but to build trust and restore a sense of security for that community.
Angela joins us now, and we were talking about the Indianapolis Indians. It's opening day, the 60-degree guarantee by the first pitch. Are we even in the 50s?
Doesn't feel like it. No.
Yeah, we're a long way off.
Yes, everyone will be getting a voucher for, what is it, another game we think in
Yes,
April?
coming up.
Yes, so follow the rules if you're coming downtown on that. But yes, we're going to be nowhere near 60 degrees.
Cold out there.
It is. Right now we have 30s and 40s, but we do have some sunshine now over Bloomington. That's a live view at the IU campus. At the Indianapolis airport, we have 43, 40 Crawfordsville, 46 Terre Haute, and by the way, it is 46 degrees in Bloomington. Just like our Bloomington camera, we've got some peaks of blue elsewhere, including Bainbridge over Morris Reservoir. Still some lingering clouds over Connorsville, but be patient. Your skies will start to clear over the next hour or so. With clearing skies, however, it is going to be a chilly night. Rain and storms from yesterday now well to our south and east, so we will focus on a clearing trend and a chilly night and a chilly start to the weekend. Yes, it is opening night at Victory Field. Evening temperatures will be in the low to mid 40s, will fall through the 30s, eventually into the 20s early tomorrow. Midday with some sunshine, 35 to 40. We will eventually get into the upper 40s and low 50s. So a warm up is on the way. It's just going to take a little while during the day tomorrow. High in Indianapolis Saturday, 51.